Imagine being told every single day that you're worthless. That no matter how hard you try, you'll never be more than a failure. That was Johan's life. His own relatives mocked him, laughed at his dreams, and crushed his confidence. But years later those same relatives would come knocking at his door, begging for his help. And what Johan did next will give you chills. If you ever been underestimated, if you ever felt the sting of disrespect and dreamed of proving people wrong, then hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with me, because this is one of the most powerful revenge stories you'll ever hear. Johan was just a boy from a small village. His heart was filled with big dreams, to learn, to grow, to when they leave a mark on the world. But instead of encouragement, Johan got laughter. His relatives sneered at him. Look at Johan, chasing books while we work in the fields. What will he ever become? They mocked his clothes, his hunger to learn, even the way he spoke. Each insult cut deep, leaving scars no one else could see. At night, Johan lay awake staring at the ceiling, fists clenched, whispering to himself. When they, I will make them regret every word. As Johan grew older, the mocking didn't stop, it got worse. Whenever he asked for help with his studies, his relatives snapped back. Why waste time? You'll never achieve anything. But instead of breaking him, their cruelty lit a fire inside him. He studied by candlelight when everyone else slept. He picked up part-time jobs, hauling water, cleaning shops, selling vegetables, anything to buy books. His body ached, his stomach was often empty, but his mind was sharp and burning. Every insult fuels me, Johan thought. Every laugh is another reason I'll rise higher. One day, his old schoolteacher noticed the anger in Johan's eyes. He asked gently, Johan, why do you fight so hard? What drives you? Through gritted teeth, Johan replied. Because I want revenge. They will bow their heads before me when they. The teacher shook his head. Revenge may taste sweet, Johan, but it leaves bitterness forever. True success is not about crushing others. It is about rising above hate. Johan nodded politely, but inside, he dismissed it. No, success will only feel good when they finally feel my pain. Years turned into decades. Johan moved to the city. Life was brutal. Sometimes he couldn't afford food. Sometimes he studied under streetlights when electricity failed. Sometimes he thought about giving up. But every time weakness crept in, Johan remembered the mocking laughter of his relatives. Slowly, painfully, success came. He graduated as an engineer. He built a career with sweat and sleepless nights. Step by step, Johan transformed from the village fool into a respected man, admired by his colleagues and valued by his community. But deep down, the anger never fully left him. Then one day fate brought his ass back to his doorstep. News spread, his relatives had fallen on hard times. Their farms failed. Their businesses collapsed. With nowhere to turn, they came to Johan. For a moment, Johan felt pure satisfaction. This is it, he thought. Now it's my turn to laugh. To make them feel small. To let them taste the bitterness I swallowed for years. He looked into their desperate faces, their trembling hands, their eyes heavy with shame. His heart pounded. Anger and compassion fought within him. And then like an echo, his teacher's words returned. Revenge may taste sweet, but it leaves bitterness forever. Johan took a deep breath. Instead of mocking them, he opened his door. He gave them food, money, and guidance. Not with arrogance, but with dignity. At first, they were stunned, speechless. Then their eyes filled with tears. Johan, we were wrong about you, they said. We mocked you. But today we are proud of you. In that moment, Johan realized. The true victory wasn't humiliating them. It was becoming someone so strong, so respected, that even his enemies couldn't help but admire him. That night, Johan sat alone in silence. He whispered to himself. I thought revenge would bring peace. But forgiveness is what set me free. The sweetest revenge is not hatred. It is success and kindness. The boy they once mocked became the man they respected. And in the end, Johan, revenge wasn't served with anger, it was served with greatness. Revenge may give momentary satisfaction, but only success and forgiveness can heal the scars. Sometimes, the best way to silence those who doubt you is to rise so high that their laughter turns into applause. If Johan's journey gave you chills, smash that like button. Tell us in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen or felt? And don't forget to subscribe, because we have more powerful stories coming that you won't want to miss.